Imagine this. There is a little girl wakes up in the morning before sunrise to prepare herself for school. She walks barefoot and spends several kilometers to a small school with lacking facilities. The classroom has broken chairs, incomplete textbooks, and few teachers. Now imagine the other child, with same age. She wakes up, having breakfast. She goes to school by car, or even after she wakes up, then open her laptop to join online class with teachers around the world. She has Wi-Fi and unlimited access to online books. They are both the same. They both are curious, have dreams, have desires. They deserve an education. But the reality of their situation makes the difference. And that brings us to today's question. Education for whom? Hello everyone, I'm Haniifatun Ubaidillah. I'm the student of English Literature from Universitas Negeri Surabaya, and I would like to tell you about how important equal education is. We all love to say that education is a right, not a privilege. It means that education should be equal for everyone. But if we look at the reality, it is very different. UNICEF says that in Indonesia, especially in Papua, children in rural areas are still disadvantaged, with nearly 50% of children over the age of 5 in rural areas of Papua province never attending school, compared to 5% in urban areas. This shows a clear gap between rural and urban children. Children from rich families have access to learning facilities such as gadgets, the internet, and comfortable study spaces. Meanwhile, poor families can only send their children to the nearest school with low quality. And often children are forced to drop out of school to help their parents work. For some, education is a right. It's affordable, accessible, and high quality. But for many others, education still feels like a luxury when only few can afford something that difficult to reach. This is the obvious gap in higher education. According to the 2024 UNESCO Global Education Monitoring Report, approximately 251 million children and youth remain out of school globally because chronic underfunding of education, especially in low-income countries, which there are poverty and exclusion of education. That's 251 million dreams on hold. That's not just a number. 251 million voices silenced. Nearly 1 in 3 children never set foot in a classroom. This is the worst reality behind the beautiful promise that education is for everyone. In this digital era, digital divide is real. Some students have a great devices and good internet quality to learn, while the others are struggling to find stable signal. And people from marginalized groups, especially people with disabilities, face difficult challenges in accessing learning, not because they lack talent, but because the system not give them support enough. So, with statement that education for everyone, is it really true? We have to thinking deeply about it. Let's think again. Why we should care about inequality? Because education is empowerment, not just about grades, degrees, diplomas, and jobs. This is about ignorance to knowledge, exclusive to inclusive. And how to realize educational equality? Every individual should have access to high quality education and opportunities for personal growth by involving the government to provide wider access to learning in all corners, provide good facilities for all schools in need, and provide quality teachers for all schools. Without education, what will happen? No one will survive without education. Poor health, poverty, and unemployment. Education is like a half of soul. That's why quality education, which is the goal number 4 in the Sustainable Development Goals, is really matters. Let me share one name you might know. Stephen Hawking, a great scientist who had a rare disability called ALS, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis. He said, how difficult life might seem, there is always something you can do and success at. He shows us that everyone has opportunities to learn and develop talents, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. Remember that education is not about being perfect. It's about giving everyone the same ability to learn and chance to find their potential. So, has education around us equal all this time? Are we reaching all students without exceptions? Are we giving a great academic support system for disabilities, not just those who fit into normal category? Let's go back to the question we started with. Education for whom? The answer must be for all. For the little girl who walks barefoot and spends several kilometers to a small school. For the children who have big dreams. For the students with disabilities who bravely face challenges. For the children from the rural areas with no access to online books. For the children who hold a pencil as their only weapon against poverty. Education for all means education without exceptions, without discrimination, without barriers, and without excuses. Don't just ask about what we learn, ask about who gets to learn. Because the truly education is for all, not just for some. With this way, we don't just bullet the world become smarter, but also fairer and more human. It's useless to be smart but have no sense of humanity. Education is not for me, not for you, not for them, but for all of us. Thank you.